Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. Beautiful, beautiful day here today at the homestead. Just absolutely gorgeous. Had a fire here on the fire pit last night, and actually at 11 this morning it was still smoking. I was like, wow, that's pretty wild. I was very surprised. So I actually burned up a little bit more stuff, but I was working on burning up all this stuff, and I want to get that burned up obviously before the snow flies. So yesterday was a good night for it. It was a cool night, good night for that. So let's jump into topic real quick. John Bolton, national security advisor for President Trump, was fired today by President Trump, stating that he strongly disagreed with many of the things that he was suggesting. So it's very interesting, and it's one of his war hawks, one of those ones that definitely wants to go to war with everything all the time. I guess Pompano will be next, right? But yeah, so they were saying they were going to be announcing a new national security advisor next week. But so Bolton is out, but I find that interesting. So I want to hear what you guys think about that. I don't see it as a bad thing, because like I said, Bolton is one of those guys that was definitely all gung-ho for war. So I think Trump is trying to keep us out of war. But, with a lot of stuff that goes on, the different things that are happening, again, a lot of manipulation with the public, which always happens, which you'll never see stop. But, what are you going to do? It's part of the game, as they were, but so I'm going to just kick this around here, guys, so you can just kind of see. It is just absolutely beautiful today. Just gorgeous. Very, very nice day. And it's they said it's going to be 81 today, which is, we've been in the low 70s. The next couple days are going to be nice, so not too shabby. But just a really nice day. And the birds are all doing well. We'll have to go and check here in a minute and see what our egg production is. We ended up yesterday, I think we only had 5 eggs yesterday. We had 3 adult eggs yesterday and 2 juvenile eggs yesterday. So Chris, my neighbor, came down yesterday, and this is not even close to all of it that was here, but with some grass clippings and stuff. And so, because they had cut their back field and they had a lot of stuff, so I said, yeah, please bring it down. And so we brought that in there, and the birds have been working on that, and they like it. I try to give them some kind of greens every single day, just because I want to make sure that they have, because of the area that they're in a contained area, obviously. But that's, like I said, that's for a reason. I don't free range my chickens because, number one, I have 8 cats. I have 2 dogs. The neighbors also have dogs over here. And so, I don't want to deal with my chickens being killed. Oh, okay, so we got our fake egg. And we have 2 juvenile eggs. So we'll close that one up, and we'll look on the other side and see what else we got. So we'll look on this side, and we got 1 more over here. So we have 3 juvenile eggs today so far. Very good. None of my adult girls are laying so far today. So here we are. 3 juvenile eggs. Not too bad. Good birds, though. I gotta say that. The birds are really good birds. I enjoy their company. So anyway, I don't free range them because I don't want them killed. And then when you do free range them, believe it or not, that's when more predators come around and your chickens will disappear. So if I can keep my chickens contained like they are and protected with the netting so that the chicken hawks and the owls don't get in there and get them, then they're safe. And that's what it's all about. And the locks, as anybody that's watched the channel a little bit knows, I lock everything because I don't want raccoons and stuff getting in through the back. It's not because I'm worried about any neighbors stealing eggs. That has nothing to do. Nobody would touch anything up here. So, and we got the cats. There's Mr. Buddy and Mr. Lucy. I'm just going to set those right there for right now. And puppies are in the house. They're in a timeout. They've been running off. And the last time when I did a video when they were outside, I was doing the video and they took off on me. And went up to visit their mother. So I'm like, well, if they're going to be there, if I don't have somebody else out here to keep an eye on them while I'm doing video, I'm not going to have them outside while I'm doing video. And I know some people had complained about the fact that, you know, I'm like hollering to the dogs while doing video, but I'm trying to keep them safe. And I want to let them run too, so I'll let them run while I'm out here, and, you know, and I have my full attention on them. But so we still got a few more tomatoes. Got a lot of green tomatoes still, so I'm going to get out here today and pick some more tomatoes. But tomatoes aren't doing bad. You know, it's, you know, what are you going to do? It's just a weird year for the garden. I mean, it's definitely was a weird year. I mean, this one did great, right? Look at them all. There's more coming off that one freaking plant. That's one plant, guys. It just went nuts. So, and then we got one of the other ones over here. The carnations. So you wonder, why do I have the carnations around the garden? Okay, we plant the carnations because it helps keep the bugs away that are going to attack your plants. They don't like the smell of them. So, or marigolds. I'm sorry, carnations. Listen to me, marigolds. So they don't like the smell of the marigolds. So that's why you plant the marigolds around the outside of your garden. I learned that from my grandparents. And so, you know, I've definitely passed that on to my kids. They know that as well. And it's a little tip I would share with all of you as well. But next year, you know, we'll see. We're going to maybe do something a little bit different with the garden. I'm not sure yet. We're going to have to wait and see. But I have some plans. We'll see what happens, depending on if I can get the greenhouse going or not. What I might end up doing, because actually the greenhouse that I want to put in, the way that I want to do it is going to have to be down underground with geothermal. And once I do that, that part alone is not going to be cheap, and I got to look into the cost of everything. I might put up a temporary greenhouse in the meantime, a smaller one per se, just so that I can get something going with a greenhouse. So I can start planning earlier and those type of things. So I may end up doing something like that. I'm not sure yet. Everything, guys, to be honest with you, everything always comes down to finances. So depending on how things go, you know, we'll see what happens. But we'll tackle all that probably April of next year. We'll see how that all goes. But you know, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But I got some game plans that I want to put into place, and like I said, I want to add goats as well, so I'm going to have another outbuilding for the goats, and probably not as entailed as the chicken coop because goats are more hardy. And if I get goats, I'm going to get Senna goats, which are they come from the Alps, so they're used to a harsher temperature or climate. So I definitely, you know, we'll see what happens, but time will tell. You know, it'll all come together when it's time for it to come together. That's the way I always look at it. But overall, like I said, I just thought it was interesting with this whole situation, with the timing of this, with all the situations that were happening. And, you know, anybody that knows with Bolton that he was definitely a war hawk. He was one of those ones pumping for war. And so with President Trump firing him, and I think that that's kind of interesting. So maybe that's actually trying to tell us that President Trump's trying to keep us out of any new conflicts, which would be a nice thing, you know. But we still need to pull our troops out of a lot of the different places that we are, in my opinion, and you know, take care of our home, take care of the United States. let's not worry about what everybody else is doing all around the world all the time. We need to take care of our own, take care of our own area. So, you know, like I say, that's just my opinion on that. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so guys, I think yesterday I said that I had a live stream today, which I do not have a live stream today. So I don't know, my brain wasn't working. My live stream will be on Wednesday. So I do Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. So look for the live stream tomorrow. I may do another video later. I saw this thing about Bolton, and I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to share it with you, and for anybody that hadn't seen it yet. So, but I probably am going to do another video later today, so we'll see what happens. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. But tomorrow I will be doing my live stream on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So definitely look for us then. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's important to remember, because I think a lot of people lose sight of that. But that is the only person that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. So stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you will be fine, okay? So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your weeks are going well. And I might actually have to go out and go for a bike ride today. It is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful out. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody's doing well. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.